wings to fly won't take you to the stars. Use the metal for a boat and you won't sail too far. Stop sitting in the dark, stirring metal pots about. You will change your life forever when you figure out the secret pin code, pin code, pin code, pin code, pin code, pin code, pin code. Science can be tricky, it can overheat your brain. Science can be hard to chew, each bite can be a pain. Stop sitting in the dark, stirring metal pots about. You will change your life forever when you figure out the secret pin code, pin code, pin code, pin code, pin code, pin code, pin, pin, pin. The secret pin code, pin code, pin code, pin code, pin code, pin code, pin, pin, pin.
Change in flight path. Please confirm.
I confirm. That's new. Where are we going today? What's the difference? Where's us flying today? Nowhere. Go take a break. Better yet, go to sleep. Nothing interesting here.
Better leave him alone or he might sting you.
What? Did he get stung by something?
A fly. He got stung by something, my friend. It was just something a lot larger. Remember? The whole thing started when you invented that shrinking machine for Sphere Jet. Let me go ahead and tell you about it. The story went like this. So not too long ago, I was sitting at home and thinking, as I usually do, about something wonderful.
Compression! I did it! Now I have a shrinking machine in my Sphere Jet. We can shrink to any size. Admit it, I'm a genius.
Listen, genius. Can't you stop by later, huh? I got a lot of work to do.
Everything else can wait. I need a volunteer.
And just where we find one of those.
Just imagine it. I could shrink you so much that you could fit entirely in this jar.
Entirely? Well, what are you waiting for then? Start shrinking. I'm tired of waiting already.
Ein Moment. Get ready. I'm turning on the shrinker.
Oh, did it work?
Yeah, it worked.
Excellent. And now aim it directly at that big jar of beautiful honey. Where are we? And where's my jar of honey?
I suppose that it would be safer to conduct our first experiment using field conditions. So I transferred us to this field.
The field is safer? It's become a total jungle. Regular insects have become as big as dinosaurs.
Oh, haha! Don't worry about bugs. Our shrinking machine will definitely protect us from any danger.
Oh, and what do you think about those bugs now?
Don't worry, nothing bad will happen. Just a little bit of turbulence. For my shrinking machine, that was no big deal.
Be careful.
Oh, what a nasty spider web. Full speed ahead!
Did it eat you or something? Why don't you make this music box bigger before the web's owner comes along, huh?
9. I'll prove that my shrinking machine is not like some kind of little fly. Did you escape?
Well, think about it. A spider web is actually stronger than steel. That's science for you. For us, of course, it's no big deal. But if you're the same size as a fly...
So, you didn't escape. What a shrewd little porcupine. It's just a spider web. A spider web.
All right, that was fun, but enough's enough. How about you unshrink us?
I can't. If this spider web is this strong when we're shrunken, then it will crush us when we increase our size. We have to get free first. What a sticky and awful web. My God.
At least we're not falling. Let's go ahead and get rid of it Before...
Before what?
Look out!
Help me! Somebody! Hey!
Soft landing.
Hey, what are you doing? Nine, get off! Bad insect! You hear me?
Quiet. Were the butterflies and spiders not enough for you? Look, these here ants can carry 20 times more than what they weigh. They could carry us away and not even notice.
The fact that an ant can drag such a large weight doesn't mean he's stronger than us. An ant can carry a large load, large in comparison with the ant itself.
Now, what did I tell you? Better not to get involved with them at all.
But that's only because he's so small, about a millimeter. Let's try to increase him 1,000 times up to a meter. Don't be afraid. Now, the weight of this giant ant is 1 billion times more.
Exactly. That's the right time to be afraid.
The opposite. The bigger the ant becomes, the more helpless he is, because force increases less than weight. There's the ant. We increase him by 3 parameters: length, width, and height. That means the body becomes 1 billion times heavier, but the strength of its feet only 1 million times.
I'm completely confused by all those zeros.
Put simply, the ant will become very big, but his muscles will not, and the ant's strength will not be enough even to lift himself. And he won't be able to lift anything else either.
So what? Now they're small and so are we, huh?
Exactly. We became small and light, but our strength did not decrease as much. So now, we can lift more than our weight. It is only a small, silly bug. We are intelligent beings and strong. We should really not be afraid.
Oh, stop it now. Like you're the most advanced race? These bugs are just as smart as we are. Just so you know, they can speak.
Bugs can talk? Ha! Don't tease, Pin. If these little bugs can speak, then I'm a bee from the moon.
That's it. The bees will help us. And then we'll see exactly who's from the moon. We just need to send them in the right direction.
You think bugs can speak?
What, you weren't even impressed that a spider almost ate us up?
They can speak just like me and you?
Let me explain in a little more detail. Of course, bugs don't communicate exactly like we do. Heck, even we haven't always been able to communicate like we do now. Our ancestors used the language of gestures. And similarly, bugs use their own language of gestures. And it's even pretty advanced. Take the bee, for example. When it finds a field of flowers containing nectar, it would be easy just to load up. But it would be a crime not to tell all your friends about it. So the bee flies right back to its hive and dances.
It dances?
Not like that. The bee dance isn't just emotion, it's their language of communication in which every move is important. In order to tell the other bees where the nectar reserves are, the bee moves in figure eights. The diagonal straight line of the figure eight is the most important part. With that diagonal line, the bee is indicating the direction to get to the right place. And the distance from the hive depends on the time it took the bee to move along that diagonal line. If it moves for 1 second, then it's 500 meters to that honey field. 2 seconds means 2 kilometers. After several minutes of this dance, the other bees fly off in the given direction.
So how did you ask for help from the bees?
Well... Hi there. Sting me. Oops, that isn't what I wanted to say. Not too far from here, there's a lot of nectar. That's it. Now I'll explain how to get there.
Are you sure you're doing everything right?
Exactly according to the instructions. While on the straight line, the bee buzzes and shakes its abdomen. 15 shakes of the abdomen per second. Feel the rhythm.
It doesn't look like they got anything from your disco dancing. Look at that! They did it! Apparently bugs do have their own language. Barry, you have opened my eyes! Oh, Barry?
And that's the end of that happy story. But then, of course, we barely got away from the bees before they realized that we had tricked them.
Awesome. But I still don't understand. Where are we going today? And why is Pin in this mood?
Moon landing completed successfully.
On the moon? Why on the moon?
Because someone here bet that bugs can speak and promised to call himself a lunar bee. Then that person should now accept his loss and live up to his side of the bet.
I'm a big, silly lunar bee.
Come on, shake your abdomen. Make it look natural. Dance like there's an onion 10 kilometers to the north.
Flight path received. Commencing flight 10 kilometers to the north.
What's he doing?
Hey, what? Come back here, you bee sting.
Stop!
Sample 428, an amoeba from Jupiter, resistant to sulfuric acid and liquid nitrogen.
Wow!
You know, I never thought I'd ever have to say this, but discovering life on other planets hasn't been as exciting an experience as I had hoped.
Hasn't been as exciting an experience as I'd hoped.
People, check out our latest batch of extraterrestrial organisms. This is bacteria from Venus and microorganisms. Where should we put them?
Anywhere you want.
We'll go get more.
Do you know what I'd like, dear colleague? To not just meet new forms of life, but an intelligent new life form. Imagine how wonderful that would be.
Nine, I can't imagine. How could we show our research for the next couple of thousand light years if nothing intelligent in the universe is found?
But what about parallel universes? Perhaps their development went a different way, and there were alternative forms of intelligence.
Well, the device is pretty much almost ready.
My friends, I'm delighted to announce that we can now travel between parallel universes. Pin, if you don't mind.
Yeah. After much research, I found a way to shift through to parallel worlds, you see. This is PSW, a portable space warper I invented. The range is 3 meters.
What a cool gadget.
Now, let's conduct an experiment on moving through parallel space. Are you ready? Achtung! 9!
Did the teleportation work?
Difficult to say.
That's wonderful. We will assume that the tests were successful. It's time to take a trip. Come on, everybody, come closer. Come on, come on, come on, come on.
Hey, it's a bad idea. Achtung!
Is this really another world?
Somehow it's not that parallel.
Again?
Ladies.
Gentlemen. Wow, holy carrots.
Somebody pinch me.
Phenomenal.
Pardon me, madam. This is mine. Everyone prepare for teleport.
Yeah, but...
In this parallel universe, there's no intelligent Verstehen? Achtung!
Sorry, what was that? It's just a normal group hallucination. Natürlich, Poltergeist.
Who wants a cup of tea?
Buttercup flowers, lacy ribbons. Phew. Where are we now?
If these are their flowers here, then what kind of bees have they got?
Now that's a flower bed.
What? Have we shrunk?
Now this is something new. There can surely be other forms of life that we couldn't possibly even imagine.
You mean like this?
Holy carrots. That thing's what? Alive?
Phenomenal. Most likely in this world, development has taken quite a different path. Moving plant.
Are you kidding? We have such miracles in our neck of the woods.
Really? First I've heard.
You should have studied botany. It's a science. Botany isn't often underestimated as a science, but this is one of the most ancient sciences on Earth, just so you know. Our ancestors had to learn quickly to distinguish the poisonous plants from the edible ones. And that was the first form of botany. Scientists today have studied and cataloged almost 350,000 species of various plants. And this number only grows as new ones are discovered all the time. The study of plants opens our civilization to the amazing secrets of nature. This knowledge helps us in agriculture and medicine, in cooking and in industry. And all of this thanks to the most important of the sciences, botany.
I thought botany was just the neato word for Chico. Buttercup, flowers, cacti, mushrooms.
I'm afraid our knowledge of botany won't be very useful to us. Terrestrial plants are a lot different from these local specimens. Friend, we come in peace for the sake of establishing contact with fellow intelligent life.
Guten Tag!
Phenomenal. It understands.
Huh? Guten Tag? Nein! Not allowed! Give it back! It's not a toy!
Oh,
Hey,
you!
give it
Overgrown
back.
Buttercup! Yeah, give it back!
immediately!
Hold on. It's just an attempt by the native to study our...
Hey, come
Ugh.
It's beating him! Oh, you little weed! Hey, stop!
Come back here! Where are you going? Come back here! Come back!
Carefully.
Where do you think you're
Any
going?
kind of contact has to
Give me
be
back.
friendly.
Bring it back.
My friends, be more tolerant.
Come back here!
A rabbit can't catch a plant? You kidding me? Wait up! You won't get away! Surround him, guys! Huh?
Give it back!
You shouldn't take what's not yours.
Something tells me this intelligent life form isn't so intelligent.
You know, he sure knew how to move.
Terrestrial plants are actually quite similar, though. Some of them can move around too, you see. We are all used to plants as creatures that are not particularly mobile. But there are also some very active fellows among them. For example, the sensitive Mimosa pudica. All that it takes is the slightest touch and she immediately hides her leaves. It's this reaction to touch that gave it its nickname. Or, for example, the dancing Desmodium gyrans, which moves quickly and constantly flaunts its leaves. This plant is also known as a telegraph plant. The Desmodium can even dance to music.
I'd rather our mimosa hit than these local flower sources.
And now how are we gonna get home?
It looks like we'll have to once again establish contact with our fellow intelligent life dude. So...
A rabbit tracking?
This is something new.
I got it! I've got the trail! The flower source went... that way. This way.
Why didn't we just stay home? We've got plenty of our own intelligence. Why are we looking out for new types for?
You don't seem to have that sense of cosmic loneliness when suddenly you realize that you are the only intelligent species in the whole universe.
Stop! Check it out! Look!
Wow! This is a clear sign of civilization. Perhaps, in this way, we're being invited to make contact.
It's about time too. I've already worked up an appetite.
Something's just not right. Hey,
How's that for making contact?
Regardless, that's a pretty sophisticated tactic for luring hunters, which are apparently of a higher intellectual level.
this doesn't prove a single thing. There are plenty of hunters like this where we're from.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, yeah, yourself. I'm telling you, we've got plants like that, carnivorous ones. Normally, plants need no more than sun and water, and all the useful substances they get from the soil. But in some regions where these nutrients are not very good, in order to survive, plants have to become predators. And if you're a predator, then you must be able to hunt. That, of course, is not an easy thing when you're a flower and you can't really move. So certain flowers have adapted themselves to lure their prey with alluring smells to colored petals. A fly flies by, smells the aroma, and thinks the table's been set for him. He sits on a flower and like that, becomes a treat himself. The best known example of one of these plant predators is, of course, the Venus flytrap. But in nature, there are many other flowers that can also lure their victims, and not merely for pollination. So this ain't no walk in the park. The flowers around here could even have teeth. We gotta be more careful.
In search of other intelligent life forms, a detachment led by Donko was sent to explore parallel worlds. A world of living plants proves not so hospitable, with the friends finding themselves in search of a lost device needed to return home. In addition, what remains a mystery is, are the local inhabitants in fact intelligent, or is their behavior no different to most ordinary plants?
The target is not located. How can you hear me? Over?
I hear you perfectly. Let's keep looking. Over.
We're just going around in circles. Don't you think we've lost the trail?
Stay positive, Daco.
This expedition was meant to find fellow intelligent life forms, and we're running after a flower that stole our equipment. I would never have seen this coming, and...
Taco found a trail. It's this way. Excellent.
Very good work.
Hey, good job.
Super.
Daco, are you coming or what?
Check it out.
It's a good thing this flower's tracks glow in the dark, or we'd be here till morning.
I doubt that.
Better wait till morning.
I can't feel my legs.
Agreed. A little break wouldn't hurt, but only for a couple of minutes. Excuse me, but would you mind? No.
Too much salt. Too much.
Huh? Oh. Whoa. Beautiful night. Isn't it wonderful weather? What am I saying? I'm a representative of the scientific world of Earth. Friend, we are here in peace, in order to establish contact with fellow thinking life forms. Wait, I didn't mean any offense. Where are you going? Where are you? Huh? 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 Oh. I'm asking you, don't disappear anymore. Let's just start over again, can we please? I don't even know where to start. Allow me to present you with, a bad idea, I'll admit. I was hoping only on meeting fellow intelligent life forms. I didn't expect to find something more, something beautiful. I'm ready to stay in your world forever. Oh.
Daco! Daco! Can you hear me?
Enchantress.
Daco!
Is he all right? Daco, are you okay?
You had us really worried.
What happened? Where am I? And where is that beautiful stranger?
What stranger exactly? I found you passed out in a clearing. Admit it. You picked some sort of flower, didn't you, Mr. Explorer?
Yes, I remember something like that.
Well, congratulations. Looks like you came across some sort of poisonous plant. In the plant world, although there are some active ones, most of them are immobile creatures, and the scourge to all around them, the seemingly invisible. They have to defend themselves, and so Mother Nature awards them with fragrances. Their own smells protect them well against the pests, such as parsley, dill, thyme, sage, peppermint. Yes, the list is endless, actually. However, what's bad for an insect, to us is healthy and tasty. What nature has created for millions of years, like protection, turned out to be an excellent seasoning for us. But there are plants that can protect themselves not only from insects, but also from larger creatures. These can be dangerous even for humans. Datura, belladonna, billigolove, oleander, cerberus. These are just some of the deadly poisonous flowers. Such beauty is not something worth tasting. You shouldn't even smell it.
You don't say. Plants are powerful guys.
Wait a minute. Are you sure there was no one next to me?
I don't know what you saw there, but I didn't see anyone. Hey, be careful with the botanicals.
Let's go and catch that thieving flower before he goes too far away.
Here it is. Cactus parasite.
Hush, you'll scare it off.
Let's get it. On my command at the count of 3. 1,
It's not for you to run after green-eyed strangers.
2, 3.
Wait a sec.
He's gone. Daco, what are you doing?
Just a minute. I didn't tell any of you that she had green eyes.
No? Didn't you mention it?
Don't try and fool me. She was there, wasn't she? I didn't just imagine it. And she had eyes. Beautiful green eyes.
Let's all just calm down a little bit.
I'm not going to calm down. I must find her. And you can keep searching for that plant. You can even head back home without me.
Holy carrots. Daco, a joke's a joke, but...
We've got to stop him. He's already getting away.
And you won't stop me.
Wait up!
Daco, don't be silly now!
Daco, where are you going? Daco!
Stay out of my way. This is my own personal choice. Thank you. But you still won't stop me. You saw her yourselves.
I saw.
That means you should understand me.
I get it.
Say goodbye to the others for me.
Daco, wait. Let me just tell you something as a parting gift.
Some form of your botany again. Well, some extra knowledge about this world could come in handy.
Only botany. As everyone knows, in order to reproduce, plants need to exchange pollen with each other. In other words, pollinate. And not everyone can pollinate on their own. And that's where insects come to the rescue. To pollinate quicker and better, the flowers lure insects who are taken in by bright coloring and delicious aromas. But the most cunning of all is the flower by the name of Orchid chiloglottis. This actress has learned to mimic the smells and appearance of the female wasp so precisely that wasps can't distinguish them. Everything would be fine, except that after seeing the orchid, the male wasps completely stop paying attention to their girlfriend wasps and continue to live in this delusion until their final days. You see, orchids can look like a wasp and smell like a wasp, but she was never actually a wasp. These are pistils and stamens. Why are you so silent, Daco? Well, you're not a wasp after all.
Unfortunately, no. Wasps, for the sake of their own happiness, don't know what botany is. All right, botanist. You're the wise old master. Let's go home.
Yeah, we were in this greenhouse too long.
A detachment led by Daco ends up in a parallel universe inhabited by unusually developed plants. While others try to solve the problem of returning home, Daco continues his search for intelligent life forms among the local flora. Though, unfortunately, his first contact ended in complete disappointment.
I reckon that Flowroid's somewhere near. Wow! That's a great view! Uh-huh! I can see his tracks. Here, we need a kind of funny joke about an overgrown weed, but nothing seems to come to mind.
What do you mean, joke? Everyone's fed up.
Just one little problem. How do we get down there?
Ha! We'll find some sort of long climbing rope. What do you think?
To be honest, my mountaineering skills are not what they were.
There's a better way. How about we just fly down?
Fly? At our age?
It's not good to laugh at the poor penguin. I'm still a bird.
I didn't mean that.
So then what?
Maybe fly down with the help of all these local overgrown flowers. Avoiding danger and pollinating are not the only things that plants need to think about. Another thing important in the life of any flower is to disperse the seeds of its future offspring. If this isn't solved in some creative way, then the entire species will grow in one place, which of course will become way too crowded. So plants have to adapt themselves in order to find ways to disperse their seeds, each thinking it up for themselves. For example, the Rafflesia has the help of elephants for this. They step on her flowers and transport her seeds around her. And the wind helps to sow the field. But there are plants that grow much farther. Their seeds have learned to fly. For example, a Javan cucumber seeds can fly up to 100 meters without any help from the wind. These seeds have even been copied for aviation. And for us to get down, the common dandelion approach should do.
Let go! I ain't going. We'll be smashed to pieces!
I'm flying! I'm making a turn!
Let's remember our youth.
So what was I thinking?
There he is! Over there!
Let's take a look. Subject has been detected. Prepare for landing.
Yeah! Oh my god!
Yeah!
Compression!
Hey!
Nice trip.
Oh no!
I just keep thinking, is it at all possible to have intellect in plants? Or are all their actions simply functions to protect or, reproduce?
Depends on how you look at it. Maybe they have reasoning, but only in their own way. Plants do not have eyes, nose, and ears. They cannot move without muscles, but despite this, we have much more in common with them than it would seem. So, they may not have eyes, but they feel the warmth and the sunlight. This is especially true of sunflowers. Speaking to plants may not work, but it doesn't stop them from communicating with smells. If one flower gets attacked by pests, it sends a special signal to its neighbor to warn them of the danger, and is then able to prepare, having summoned the necessary protective smell. Plants have other senses too. For example, they feel the position in space. Regardless of how you move the pot, the plant will still grow upwards. And as I have already said, plants also feel touch. And recent studies have shown that they may even have memory. They also say that plants react to sound, but this hasn't been scientifically proven. Although, I still like to chat with my vegetables. It makes them grow even bigger.
There it is. Let's go and get that thing already.
Now wait. If we've learned anything about the local flora, it is not to act hastily.
Yeah. It seems this overgrown weed is waiting for something. You know what I'm thinking? If there are such flowers around here, then what kind of bugs do you think there are here?
Here comes the answer to that question.
It looks like we'll have to save our thief. Otherwise, they'll just eat him together with our device.
Hey, you get out of here, flower guzzlers!
Shoo from here!
Get going, you ungrown butterflies! This is
Now
our
you
flower!
leave that flower
big
alone.
boys.
Back off, it's not
Or I'll
yours.
give you a piece of my mind.
Stop this right now.
Yeah, you get out of here! This is our glade!
Hey, cool how we drove them away.
It was even too easy somehow.
Looks like it's not us they're afraid of.
My lovely Mother Nature. Why didn't I think of it immediately?
Do you mean you've remembered the earthly analogy again?
Exactly. In the world of flora, there is one amazing flower manipulator, Aqualegia. Unlike other flowers, the Aqualegia doesn't rely on its smells to scare off pests. It acts more cunningly and thoughtfully. The Aqualegia attracts the aroma of small insects, which are harmless to it, and then glues them to itself. These insects, in turn, attract larger spiders. Why is she doing this? For protection, of course. Now these spiders have become her personal security, keeping her safe from gluttonous caterpillars, which can do her harm. And with such protection, the Aqualegia stays safe.
Huh! Then it turns out that this flowernoid specifically lured us in to drive the caterpillars away.
No, Crash. We are the bait for someone even bigger.
Save yourself!
Save yourselves!
That's a weed.
Give us our gadget! We really jumped into it.
Kapoom!
Now, only a miracle will save us. It's you! Listen. I don't know if you understand us or are just mimicking, but if you do, I beg you, don't allow your fellow intelligent life forms to be eaten!
It's no use, Dako. It's unlikely that he'll understand us. I told you.
So you understand me? Forgive me for doubting. I could not imagine that you...
Surprise!
I'm afraid that this will remain a mystery. Were those plants intelligent? And can we, in principle, determine that we have met another mind? Maybe it will be so different that it won't fit into our own understanding.
Do you miss her a lot?
What? Me? Oh, believe me, this is merely of scientific interest, from the point of view of our own cosmic solitude.
Well, that's a shame. You don't even know you were right for each other. Speaking of which, what is your zodiac sign?
Pin, when will you find a way to get us back to our world?
We're working on it.
Yeah, we are working.
And I'd stay here a little longer.
And then
Nice.
we visit here. And
Do
that was
you
very
take your tea
interesting.
with
Yeah.
milk?
Yeah.
Interesting. You see.
I could live like this. Dessert?
If you say so.
Perchance, I'll dedicate an ode to you.
Yes, but horoscopes, they're so unscientific.
So why don't you tell me even more about this botany of yours?
With great pleasure.
Not remotely similar. Why are you jumping around? Stop it! Stop it!
So she appeared again, huh? No, I don't understand. Like flying sharks or some other kind of heebie-jeebie I get. But a monkey?
A monkey.
What's the difference? Here. I recommend reading this before bed so you have normal nightmares and not about weird monkeys. Kids today.
Thanks, but no thanks. I've decided I'm not going to sleep anymore. Will you help?
You got it. No sleeping! Awake! Nope, not a record. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Left, right. Okay, 2-minute break. And no sleep.
You're being ridiculous. No sleep at all?
Yeah, what about it?
Nothing good will come of it.
Nobody's exactly sure why nature invented sleep. After all, because of it, we spend a third of our life motionless, helpless, and hungry. But it's essential for every living animal.
Wow, a third of our life spent sleeping? It'd be better if we spent that time doing something more useful.
Well, you can try, of course, but you won't make it too long, I'm afraid. Because it's only while we sleep that we get fully fledged rest. It's because of that the first signs of being tired is drowsiness.
I can relax without falling asleep. How about I just sit down and rest a little bit?
But it won't work. Staying awake too long can become true torture for us. If you overdo it with the insomnia, then you might not wake up at all. Not to mention all the very beneficial and healthy processes other than just rest. For example, lymphocytes become more active, which means our bodies can fight illnesses better. Our growth hormones also work harder to help us regenerate, which means we truly grow in our sleep. We still have a lot to understand about sleep, but we can state without hesitation that sleep is good. The healthy sleep calms and refreshes us and gives us more strength and energy. Sleeping is living.
If it's not possible to avoid your meeting with danger, then that means we need to go on the offensive. Next time you encounter this monkey, make a ferocious face and attack using the fighting style of the attack rabbit. Chico, what are you looking at? Are you even listening to me?
I can't even control my own dreams. I don't even realize that I'm asleep until I wake up.
That's a problem.
Control your dreams? Ha! It couldn't be easier. But first, some background information. Sleep consists of several separate stages. The main ones are called NREM and REM sleep. They alternate between themselves approximately 5 times a night. NREM sets in first as breathing slows down and our pulse decreases. During this stage, dreams are faint and unmemorable. NREM sleep is divided into 4 parts. The first 2 are called surface slow sleep, while the next 2 are deep slow sleep. To the ordinary observer, there's no visible difference, of course, except perhaps that sleepwalkers may arise during deep NREM sleep. After non-REM sleep, REM sleep begins, and it can last as long as 5 to 10 minutes. We continue sleeping, but our brains start working too. It starts putting away into storage all the information we accumulated throughout the day. REM sleep is further distinguished by the fact that our eyes continue moving, which is what REM sleep is an abbreviation for, rapid eye movement. It's during this phase of sleep that we see the most vivid and memorable dreams. So if you want to try and learn to control your dreams, then it would be better to do so during REM sleep.
But how can we do this?
Yoga and meditation. After half a year's training, you'll be right.
Half a year?
Chico, you can stop with the meditation. There's a better way. Wake up, Chico. Look what I dug up in the spheroscope. Managing your sleep is very simple. You just need to understand that you are sleeping. We experience our most vivid dreams during this, what is it called?
During REM sleep.
Right, that's it. That's when our closed eyes are still moving quickly back and forth. I think there's even a scientific term for it. Sleep peepers.
There's no such term.
That means I just made it up. Anyway, you need to wear a special device which registers your eyes sleep peeping and then triggers this device to emit a special audio sound.
But then I'll wake up.
You won't wake up. This is a special signal. You'll hear it in your dream and understand that you're dreaming. All the rest is just mechanics. In short, I made an experimental model just for you. Use it and good luck.
So I need to sleep wearing that.
Would you prefer meditating for half a year? Don't forget, when you hear the bells, that means you're in a dream. Well, good night.
It looks like I'm dreaming. Well, that's it, monkey. Now I'm really angry. Now we'll see who's who here.
You must immediately leave the territory of this dream.
Haha, that's right. It worked. Oh. It's useless. No matter what I do, she's stronger and trickier.
But it's still your dream, which means it's your choice whether to make her more mischievous or friendly.
What do you mean?
Well, why don't you try befriending the little rascal?
Do you want a bauble?
Yes. Visa.
Chico?
Chico the Hedgehog.
Holy carrots! It's real contact. A meeting of two civilizations. Somebody pinch me.
The nightingale's not singing, and the hippo, he isn't crawling. The alligator isn't hiding. It's also very tiring. Up there, no monkeys about. Snakes lie quietly on the ground. The clouds won't rain down, and the sea makes no sound. When the jungle gets too stressed, all the beasts lie down to rest. Time to rest. Time to rest. When sleeping, the tigers don't roar. And the rhino, he just loves to snore. And sleeping's what elephants stand for. Not awake anymore. The predators have gone for the day. Pleasant sleep and dreams on the way. All the animals want their sleep. That's what they say. That's what they say. When the jungle gets too stressed, all the beasts lie down to rest. When the jungle gets too stressed, all the beasts.
Time to rest.
Lay down to rest. Mama, 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 mama. The jungle sleeps. The tiger sleeps. Hippo, hippo. Won't rain down. Elephant sleeps. Mama, mama.
Time to rest.
Time to rest.